Hi, I'm Noah. This is Dave, and we're with OnDeck Capital. OnDeck Capital provides financing to Main Street businesses that cannot qualify for traditional bank loans. We do this through a unique lending platform we've developed that analyzes the strength of a business's cash flow. By looking at cash flow, in addition to credit information, we can get a more complete picture of business performance. We have proven our model by successfully lending nearly $40 million to thousands of small businesses during the worst economic environment since the Great Depression. Today, we're launching our new online instant decision technology. We figured out how to automate everything we've learned to deliver loan decisions of up to $50,000 instantly through a self-serve online experience. So let's see how it works. We'll pretend Dave here is a restaurant owner here in New York. He comes to the instant decision landing page, sets up his OnDeck account, secures it with a password, and clicks Get Started. So the first screen of instant decision is the business information screen. Here, Dave's going to tell us a little bit more about his business and what he's looking to do with the loan. Dave's looking to expand his restaurant. He needs $30,000 to remodel his space to allow for more seating. Dave does $45,000 per month in credit card sales, and he's been in business for about 6 years. What I'd like to do is talk a little bit about how Dave's experience here is a little bit different than going to a business for a bank loan. Banks don't offer online small business loan applications. They actually ask you to come in person to the branch to apply for a loan. Now, when you do this, it can take weeks of effort to actually get that loan. You can schedule meetings, you have to do multiple amounts of paperwork, and at the end of the day, over 70% of small business loan applicants get declined. There's got to be a more efficient process for both banks and borrowers. One of the things that OnDeck is unique for is that we use a more sophisticated analysis than simply personal credit score to make our lending decision. So what we're able to do is we're able to analyze the cash flow in a business banking account so that we can get a more granular sense of the performance of a restaurant, for example. So on the owner information screen, the information Dave submits allows us to pull both personal and business credit reports for him. Now, OnDeck knows that there's more to a business lending decision than a personal credit score. Most traditional business loan products focus squarely on the owner's personal credit score, and if your score is not in the top 25th percentile, you're not going to get approved. By looking at more information than just credit score, OnDeck is able to approve businesses that banks decline. So let's move to the next stage. The third screen of instant decision is where Dave gets to select the bank his business uses, as well as submit his online credentials so that we can download and analyze his business banking transactions. So what this allows us to do is access a pool of data previously untouched by small business lenders. This granular information gives us a real-time view into Dave's cash flow and therefore allows us to make a more informed lending decision. So let's click to move to the next stage. Dave enters in his credentials and then clicks Submit. Over the next 30 seconds, OnDeck generates our decision. We take everything we've collected and analyze it using a scalable decision engine we've developed that looks at more than 30 key cash flow, credit, and business metrics. OnDeck's decision engine was developed based on a cash flow analysis of over 100,000 small businesses, and we've been steadily improving it over the past 2 years based on our experience lending to businesses just like Dave's. So now the process will complete, and we'll move to the final screen. So now we have the good news for Dave. We've pre-qualified him. We need good news in this presentation. So we pre-qualified him for a loan amount of $30,000. We sized this loan based on Dave's cash flow, so we know he can afford the regular payments. We also generated a business performance report for Dave that has 4 sections to it. In the cash flow trends section, Dave can see that his performance is improving month on month, and it gives him the confidence he needs to make an incremental investment in his business. In the cash flow snapshot section, we can see how OnDeck's lending criteria was applied to Dave's cash flow situation. In the personal credit section, we see how Dave's personal credit history impacted our decision. The colored boxes essentially show where Dave passed or failed OnDeck's scoring. And in the business credit section, we see clearly here that Dave has had a fairly decent track record paying his suppliers and other creditors. So what happens here? We've generated an instant qualification for Dave. We've generated a business performance report for him. And from here, someone from OnDeck reaches out to Dave, gets any missing information on his application. Then our underwriting team verifies what's been submitted to generate an approval. And then Dave signs his loan documents and sends it in for a closing. He gets funded within 5 days. This is so much more efficient than a bank standard process. Dave knows after a 5-minute investment that every additional piece of time he puts into this process gets him closer to that $30,000 loan. So in conclusion, today we've shown you how OnDeck has transformed the process of applying for a business loan. According to the Wall Street Journal, small business lending fell over 38% this year, 2009. It's time for an innovative solution to this problem. OnDeck is rolling our instant decision technology to our over 500 partners that work with small businesses every day. If you're a financial institution and you're interested in learning about how OnDeck's platform can help you turn your declines into customers and revenue, please come talk to us after the event. Working together, we can do our part to address the 8 million small businesses that seek credit each year and do our part to uncrunch the credit crisis. Thank you.